What up? This is Luke, aka Luke for Prez, back with another video. Sorry that it's been kind of a minute since I've done something in front of the camera, but I'm working on getting more consistent, bringing some more content for the producer community in addition to the beats that I'm dropping. With that being said, I want to talk about something today that's a point of contention amongst the producer community. This is a very controversial topic. A lot of people have quite hot takes on this, and the question is, should you give artists beats for free? Before I dive into what I think, please like and subscribe. That was easier. It's getting easier now. Okay, this is good. This is good. I still feel kind of corny doing the like and subscribe thing, but you know what? That one felt good, so I'm gonna keep trying to make it happen. Basically, I just want to kind of start by addressing this question and addressing my opinion on it. So, should you give away beats to artists for free? In my opinion, the answer is yes. But there is definitely a right and a wrong way to do it. And I'm gonna break down what I feel is the right way and the wrong way, just to give you guys the most complete perspective on this issue as I can. The reason why I'm making this video is because this is something that I grappled with significantly when I was first starting out, and I want to hopefully speed up the process for maybe some beginning producers out there that don't know exactly how to approach this topic. Why do I think that you should give beats away? When done correctly, this can be a powerful tool for relationship building and marketing your overall music production brand. So I'm gonna highlight some of the correct ways of going about doing this first, and then I'll get into what I think is the wrong way to do it, essentially. So first of all, when you're giving away beats, you wanna give out non-exclusive MP3 leases, preferably with your tags throughout. The reason for this is because you're basically giving somebody a free sample. You gotta think of your music production as a business. And if you think of all the businesses that you know, probably a large percentage of them have some kind of free offer, a free trial. Like, you know, I just signed up for Disney Plus. They give you a week for free, right? There's a ton of examples of that where you get a sample for free and that entices you to come back for more. You need to think of your beats in that same kind of way. It is a product that you are selling at the end of the day. And while, you know, it's good to hold your own craft in high regard and understand that it is an art form and your music is a piece of art, at the end of the day, if you're trying to make money from this, that's the way that you just kind of have to think about it. So the reason why you want to give them that limited taste, essentially, is because hopefully if they like the beats that you provide, they're gonna come back and actually want to purchase some licenses from you, maybe purchase the exclusive rights to the beats that you gave them for free. But this way, they're not gonna be able to just take the beats and just, you know, disappear into the wilderness with them and you never hear from them again. Because you're only giving them, you know, the lowest quality file possible, which is MP3, as opposed to like a WAV file, for instance. And, you know, again, if you have your tags on them, they can't really, you know, release that on an album or something without coming back to you to purchase a lease of some kind, or potentially the exclusives. Also, make sure that you go over the terms with them. Make sure that they understand that this is a non-exclusive freebie that you're giving them. You can, you know, use a license agreement that you might have on, you know, your BeatStars website or something that you might already have in place. That'd be a good idea to include that whenever you give free beats out. The next thing that you want to make sure that you do when you are giving out beats for free, you want to make sure that you're getting something in return from the artist upfront. Whether that is their email address that you can then use to remarket to them later, or whether that's a follow on a social media platform. BeatStars makes it super easy for you to do the latter that I just mentioned. Basically, BeatStars has download gates. A person has to either follow you on Twitter, give you a subscribe on YouTube, or give you their email address in order for you to download a free beat directly from your BeatStars page or your BeatStars website. which I think is really cool. I heard Cash Money AP say that when he was on the come up, that's how he grew his Twitter following to the massive amount that he has now. He gave free beats in exchange for a Twitter follow. So that's a great strategy that you can employ, and then that way, again, these people aren't just disappearing that you'll never hear from them again. You have a way to keep in contact with them and potentially grow your brand in exchange for these free beats. So at the end of the day, like, you're not really giving them free beats, right? That you're still getting something in return, even if it's not monetary right away. Another great way to go about capturing someone's email address is using a sales funnel. I do this right now using ClickFunnels to build my email list that I can then remarket to later. I'm gonna get into more detail about ClickFunnels and just my thoughts on producer funnels in general in later videos, but just so you guys know from the jump, like, I do use those at this time. The next thing that I want to highlight in terms of best practices for giving out free beats is if you're actually individually sending out beats to artists that you find on your own. And by the way, I actually have a great video on how to find artists on SoundCloud that are hyper targeted, hyper specific to your niche. I'll do something, I'll put a little button, or I'll do a YouTube thing. You can probably see it above me right now. Go check that out if you want more information on how to do that. But for the purposes of this video, what you want to make sure that you're doing when you're sending beats out individually is make sure that you are sending the beats out only to people who are hyper targeted leads that you feel have a strong chance of coming back to you to purchase something on your website, or an artist that you feel has real potential to do something great with your music, or that you feel like you can grow together and build a real relationship with. Those are the two things that I would definitely focus on if you're sending out beats individually. I wouldn't just send them out willy-nilly to everybody that you come across, every SoundCloud profile. It's better, in my opinion, to be quality over quantity with your approach when it comes to this. To this day, that exact method is how I've connected with some of the best artists that I've worked with. So those are basically the main topics that I wanted to cover in terms of the right way of going about giving out beats for free. Now I want to highlight some mistakes that I made early on that you can hopefully avoid, and also some mistakes that I've seen other people make. What you want to avoid is giving out untagged WAV files, or even worse, stems of your beat to people for free. That's something you definitely want to charge for. That is definitely not something that you just want to give away for free. Again, the point of the free beats is to have it be basically a free trial, or a free sample, if you will. You want them to come back and actually purchase the WAV file or the stems or the exclusive rights potentially, right? Definitely avoid sending anything out other than WAV files, unless, again, this is somebody that you're actually building a relationship with on a deeper level than just a random DM, and this is somebody you actually believe in and you have that comfort with. Then by all means, like, do whatever it takes to get the best song out there if you think that it actually has potential to do that. This is something that I've never seen anybody do, but people have actually had the audacity to ask me, and that's giving out the exclusive rights of a beat for free. That is obvious. I mean, it's a no-brainer that you should never do that, but you'd be surprised. I've actually been asked on multiple occasions when giving out free beats to artists that I found online, yo, like, is this exclusive? Not even is this exclusive, does this mean that I have exclusive rights to it, and I want the exclusive rights to this beat that I'm not paying for? It's like, it's ridiculous, but there's people out there that will actually try to take advantage of you, so be wary of that and never give out any exclusive rights to your beats for free, obviously, but I feel like I should mention it anyway. Here's a big one that I see a lot of people doing and a lot of people talking about, and I think you should definitely avoid this. Don't give out your throwaway beats. Don't give out your worst beats for free. Make sure that you are sending out some high quality stuff. The reason for that is if you're sending out your throwaways or beats that you think are whack or you're just so on, it's actually counterproductive. The ultimate goal of this entire process is to provide value to these artists, so they, one, come back to you to purchase either leases or the exclusive rights in the future, and two, it's giving artists a better chance of actually making great music and maybe potentially even making a hit. they're not going to be able to do that, or it's going to be a lot harder for them to do that if you're sending out whack beats. They're probably just not going to work with you, you know, and it's going to reflect poorly on you. So I understand the appeal of wanting to hide or save your best work for, you know, either your website or, you know, just trying to get placements by sending them out to big artists. But definitely don't just send out your throwaways. You want people to be able to get some value from what you're providing, and that's just gonna help build a relationship long term. That's basically all I got for you guys today. I hope you've learned something that you can take forward and use as you try to build your brand as a producer. Let me know if you have any questions on anything that I went over, or if you have any suggestions for other videos in the comments, because I'm definitely open for that. Like I said, I'm gonna try to start doing more content for the producer community on a more regular basis, in addition to the beats that I'm dropping. So yeah, that's basically it. Once again, this is Luke for Prez. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.